everybody, Joseph Rothschild here, aka... And we are back with another Twitter thread. In keeping with the holiday spirit, I'm going to give all of you sickos exactly what you apparently want, according to my SEO metrics. Epic anime, dark magician, blue eyes, boomer, duel, yay, bat. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, a significant amount of it involves individuals playing really terrible decks to really unbelievable levels of success. I, even as a child, found it weird that Yugi was winning all these games doing functionally nothing, like normal summoning Alpha the Magnet Warrior and passing. So today I'm asking you, in universe, which characters should have been dominating? I'm talking about either characters with their legacy support, like Ishizu that you see right here, or characters that should have been doing well in universe. I'm going to talk really briefly about my pick for that category, Bandit Keith. This guy was playing Barrel Dragon and Blowback Dragon in a format where there were no tribute summons, and as Junior Journey shows, that's broken. Also, everyone was like on equip spells, and he just had Metal Morph. He just had a card that said you win combat. Let's see what you all came up with. Callie says, the Arc V Yuya counterparts have some seriously messed up power levels. Yuto has Phantom Knights, but loses to Speedroid in his first on-screen duel, and fucking dies. Meanwhile, the guy on 2016 Predaplants is elevated to near final boss status. It is so funny. Now that Speedroids have gotten a bunch of additional waves of support and the deck is powerful, I guess it makes sense that, like, the Clearwing spam deck is actually quite strong, but I still get a good old giggle out of this, like, demonic, evil Leviathan entity being like, I'll normal summon Darling Tonya Cobra. Sophie says, can you imagine being Goyo Guardian Turbo Guy and losing 3 times in a row to a guy whose turn 1 board is Speed Warrior Pass? Okay, to be honest, yes, he had Goyo Guardian, which does eclipse pretty much everyone else in 5D's power level, but that's all he had. Like, the rest of his deck is like a Goyo Chaser, and I'll be damned if I let Chasers ruin Yu-Gi-Oh! A second time. Be me. Finally have friends after years of loneliness and trauma. Sub in on their 3v3 team. Gotta make him proud. Use Gub to summon Black Rose Dragon and Stardust in a single turn. Get clapped by a guy whose best card is Thunder Unicorn. Women Yu-Gi-Oh.jpg. You know, Black Rose Dragon had to be limited, right? You all understand how powerful that card is. Dustin says, yeah. This shit was a counter trap in the anime? By the way, my Valentine. Oh my God. She looks nice. The background character in Vrains playing Zodiac would be crushing Digibugs if they had Nord Instant Fusion, Fusion Sub, Lunalight, Black Sheep, and 3 copies of Zeus. Maybe they'll get more than 7 seconds of screen time. I remember when people went crazy. This guy had like a cameo appearance in Vrains, and everyone was like, Hammer Kong! That guy's ruining our format! Half Miss has a great one. Not only was Trickstar one of the more competent decks in Vrains, Blue Angel had game on board at times in the show, and the writer still made her lose. Blue Angel's Trickstar setups were so funny because in Speed Duels, you start with 4,000 life points. So I think her first appearance, she just does the Lycoris loop and, like, has Playmaker dead. He ends up doing something that gets him out of it. Like, I think he has a card that specials itself from the hand mid-chain or some stupid shit. But, like, it's ridiculous that she was like, yeah, I opened the FTK. And they were like, no. Not in my shonen. Okay, so this is the right answer. Go Onizuka is the #1 poster child for this problem. Motherfucker was playing Goki. And like Goki U-Link. He was trying to do the stuff. He got clapped by everything and then ground up the Earth Ignis into a little paste, snorted it, and started playing Dino Wrestler. At least switched to Sky Striker. Kalen Kessler had a 100 Eyes Dragon that could copy the ability of any monster in the anime, and in Season 1 had a no contest and then a lost post becoming a Dark Signer. Imagine anime 100 Eyes copying things like Auroradon or Union Carrier. Yeah, so if you're unfamiliar, the Dark Synchros are just like different in the anime, and 100 Eyes Dragon was just Phantom of Chaos on a body that lived in the extra deck. And somehow this guy on Infernity with like Archfiend and everything kept losing. One of my all-time favorite duels is Leo versus Yusei because Leo's Magnet Lock felt like such a perfect little kid combo that they feel is just unbeatable. And then you put him up against any duelist without protagonist luck and the combo probably wins most of the time. You're describing a good outcome. This little child puts up a little child lock and then loses to an adult. Crow played Blackwings, one of the poster child archetypes of 5Ds, and lost or drew so many duels he had no business losing or drawing. He should have literally been the strongest duelist in the entire show. Okay, that's true. But 5Ds is about like performing synchro summons, right? And Like, I don't know how you're going to get through to Crow that the best thing you can do is set Black Whirlwind normal Shura. Stop making your terrible Blackwing Dragon and just set the Icarus attack. Literally all of them, Berserk, Yuya, Pendulum Magician, Spectre, Sun Avalon, Revolver, Dragon Link, Kiru, Infernity post-ban list. Okay, I want to talk real quick about Spectre. The reason Spectre loses like 99% of his games is he gets lost in the sauce. Like, literally every Spectre loss is like, oh, this doesn't change anything, but I can change my U-Link into a U-Link that also uses the left and right zones, so everything is occupied. And then he like way overextends and gets annihilated for it. He's not good at Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know how to describe it. He fucking sucks. This motherfucker had Shockmaster and Big Eye and cameras to see Yuma's hand and was beat by Utopia Ray. Two things here. One, I don't even know who this is. This is the jobber of all jobbers, right? Two, getting beat by Utopia Ray, it does something to you. For any of you who played Duel Links during that weird period when like the Zexal Utopia Ray deck was playable, oh god, it doesn't feel good. I don't know how anyone is beating Mako with this card. You and me both. Do you remember early Duel Links when they just like randomly put Sea Stealth Attack in the game? It was like, oh shit, no deck can out this. Why did you print this? It was a terrible, terrible format. You would just play the Umi skill and use normal Umi as the required Umi on field. Zexal was weird because every character's deck was complete ass. So unironically, Alito should have cleared everyone with Battling Box. I mean, Lead Yoke's crazy. Have you read that shit? The first thing you get to see Ghost Girl do in the anime is activate Imperm on her opponent's turn and summon Multifaker. Like, how could she possibly lose? This girl had Sangan, Witch, and Cannon Soldier at 3 and almost lost to fucking Soul Release. She's a child. What do you want? She's not very smart because she's a child. If I were him, I would simply summon Hot Red Dragon Archfiend King Calamity instead of being turned into a comic relief character in the second half of the show. It's better that we got him as comic relief. I need like a sexy, overconfident character who can't hold down a job and sucks ass at everything he ever does and spends too much money on takeout. I need that for personal reasons. If only he had bought the spreadsheet. I know he could have accomplished so much, but he didn't have the money to purchase the spreadsheet. By the way, I don't actually know if this is fair, right? Didn't this guy like constantly win? He has a better win rate than like Yuya. Dragon Link is still being played to this day. In Revolver's defense, I think Revolver has like one on-screen loss to an individual not named Yusaku. He loses like 3 total times. It's like Yusaku, Lightning, I think, beats him. There's like a significant amount of duels in Vrains where Revolver finds the big bad of the season like a dozen episodes before Playmaker gets there, and he just almost wipes him. Lost a ton despite having powerful spellcasters and being the creator of the format. I love this for Yuga. I'm gonna be honest, I absolutely love that Yuga was like, I have invented a new way to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And his like random friend was like, sure, I'll become the best person in the world at this. It's so funny. These were pretty good, I gotta say. I'm also really excited to see a future reimagining of DM, except like random rare hunter number 48 wins the entire thing because they have a super consistent Exodia FTK. See you in the new year. We wish you a Yaoi Christmas.